I did it. I did it by myself. You made it, we made it. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. How is everybody's Friday going? Alright. So, I am going to do this where I am going to we're just going to go. Eric's here. We're just going to, it's the first one. So, I'm just going to let you guys lead. And then, yeah, we're going to go from there. So, if you're new here, so am I. This is my first time without my sidekick. So you're just gonna have to give me a minute. I have lots and lots of plans for these guys. We're gonna have so much fun. But I think I just have to get like a couple of these, hey mom, a couple of these under my belt to feel like a little bit more comfortable and stuff like that. And then we're just gonna have so much fun. I mean, we're gonna have so much fun anyways, even if it's like super uncomfortable. But I'm gonna do my best to get to everybody's questions. And yeah, it's super fuzzy sounding. Oh no! What do I do, Eric? Is that better? Eric, is that better? Oh no, it sounds fuzzy. Oh no. Eric, what should I do? Can you guys hear me good enough, like to keep going, or should I restart? There's something on the bottom. Let me check. No. No. Keep going. Are you guys fine? We can hear you? Okay. Just a little far away. I will try to talk like louder, I guess. But let me know at any time if it's just like you can't. Okay. We're gonna keep going. So. Alright, I just wanna make sure. Static, static. All I hear is, oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. I'm wondering if it's this. Is it better now? Okay. Okay. Well, I will just keep going, and then if it gets too bad, I'll just start over. But just an excuse for a new phone. Okay. All right. Well. All right. So the same. Oh, man. Okay. Eric, do you think it's the baby monitor? Let me just do this once. Hold on. Is it better now? Okay, I turned it off. Is it better now? Can you guys hear me better now? Move the baby monitor. I turned the baby monitor off. No, it's not better. Bummer. Eric, should I restart? Unplug the monitor. I already just turned it off. You grab something? No, don't restart. Okay. Okay. Well, I turned the baby monitor off. So it just sounds fuzzy and curdling. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Um, it sounds like I'm underwater. Oh man, I feel like I am right now. I'm like sweating trying to figure this all out. Okay. 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 All good. All good. Okay. Okay. So, guys, I'm here to answer anything. I mean, men and women, ladies, if you have any questions about just any anxieties, I just turned it up louder. My husband can deal with it. Okay. So, all right. So we can talk anything here. I mean, if you guys have any questions about schools or just anxiety, or you just want to talk about anything, like I'm here. Let's chat. We're gonna have fun here. Like I said before, I just have to get this like um, a couple under my belt, just to kind of see too, like just to get everything situated here so that I can have all of your attention. All right, first question. So, how do you deal with a stay-at-home mom in any place? That's a good one. It was hard for me doing the stay-at-home thing when we moved here the first time. It was super hard because Eric was out, he was meeting people, he was getting out and getting to see more of the state, and I really felt like I was just trapped here, and I didn't know anybody, so it definitely got super lonely. But then once I started this second time around, and once I started to really like venture out myself, take the kids to the park, to the pool, and then you meet people and you open yourself up to other moms and friendships and things like that. Like I love it. I love it. I mean, just being here and being able to take the boys during the day and walk around, and the weather's so nice, and you can have them outside, and you can meet friends and do a play date and all those things. It's awesome, but like we've always said, you have to be able to open yourself up to change. You've got to be able to open yourself up to meeting other people. You have to be open to getting out there and getting in the car. That first time that I went in the car by myself, oh my goodness, like it was terrifying. But then once I did it, it was not as scary as I perceived it to be, and you'll do great. But you just have to be able to open yourself up to meeting people. That is the biggest thing, because if you can get play dates on the books, you can do those things. It's going to start a routine. It's going to start to feel more normal, and it's going to start to feel more like home. But for the first 8 months, I sat on the phone with my mom pretty much all day, every day. So anything to kind of make me feel more comfortable and more at home. Cool. Right. How do you deal with all the bugs? Seriously thought how it was going to be. I thought that it was going to be like every drawer in my kitchen that I opened up, there was going to be a snake. Or every like couch I moved, I was going to see like bugs and all that. It's not like that. It's not like that. If you spray your house, like we always talk about on our Thursday Night Lives, you spray it, you keep up on it. Honestly, like you don't ever see them in here. And when you're out and about, just be conscious of it. And if you're hiking or going on like walks or any of that stuff, just wear proper shoes. Like you're totally fine. Let's see. Let's see. You should do more day in the life. Oh my gosh. I seriously was considering doing this. Like I was in one of those moods yesterday where I'm like, do I just pick up the camera and like the heck with it, like do it? But then I feel like who wants to watch me during the day? Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I think it'd be weird. I don't think I'm like that super exciting. So I don't know. I've been kind of toying with an idea of like putting one in randomly, but I don't know. Me and Eric are kind of talking about it. So who's your hairdresser? Oh my goodness. I will link her in the description. I hope Eric can help me do that after the fact. She is amazing. it's just clean, you feel like you're like a total spa day, and she's amazing. Like, she can execute, you can hand her a picture, and she can like completely just execute it. But I will put her name. Eric, are you able to do that? Um, is it too hard? Can you guys not hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. Like, I don't know, I feel so bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna have Eric help me do that. Speaking of links, guys, okay. So I get questions all the time. Like, I'll get messages like, what are you wearing? Or where'd you get those earrings? Or, you know, all that kind of stuff, which is like super weird to me because I feel like I'm not that like fashionable, but like it's very flattering. So, what I want to do, and I'm going to start doing in these videos, I'm going to start to link like fun little things or products or clothes in the description. Right now, I have a description um, in this video linked to this awesome company that I found. Like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not sponsored by them, but I found them, and it's the shirt. I don't know if you can see it, and I have these awesome leggings on. And moms, I think you could really agree with me that it's super easy to like screw up a legging. And I'm telling you, when I first saw these prices, I was like, okay. And then I got a pair and I tried them on, and I'm like, these are not even that expensive. Like, they're amazing. And for me right now in the 4th trimester, like, I don't feel the greatest about myself. So if I can find like products that make me feel good, like I'm all about it, because I feel like if you feel better, you look good, and you feel good about yourself, and you're comfortable, you're like ready to tackle the day. So I want to share this with you. If you're interested, cool. If you're not, that's okay. I just get a ton of people that ask me like, where'd you get that? And especially my old videos with my workout gear that I used to wear from Fabletics. Now I found this. It's Zara. It's like amazing. You need to check it out. And I'm going to put it in the description. But then in the videos as well, I'll put other little links to like sweatshirts or hair stuff or whatever. So there'll always be like a link down there, and you need to check it out. Alright. How long did it take you to feel like home and not on vacation? Honestly, the first time around, extremely quickly. I think it was, I would say Eric was off of work for a week. And I would say that first week, it felt like vacation because he was there. We were all there with, oh yeah, you already put it in the description. We were all there as a family, so we were going to do super fun, like we did like really fun stuff. We went on adventures and all that, and then it hit, because then he got up at 5 a.m. and left, and it hit pretty quickly. But again, like even being here now the second time around, it's just different for us. Like every day I just feel blessed. I feel super blessed to be here. And it's not like a vacation every day because you have the school. You have to take the kids to school. You have to do your housework. Eric's got to go to work. But it just feels different for us. Like it's just a blessed feeling to be here. And all the fun things that you can do, like even when you pick up the kids and it's like, okay, you guys want to go eat dinner down at like Disney Springs, or do you want to go into Orlando and eat down there? It's like, what? You know, like you have so many options of really cool things that you can kind of just always keep it exciting. So, let's see, what else? I'm doing great, thanks. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but like, I am sweating. I'm so nervous, like, not having Eric right here with me. It's so weird. And like I said, you just have to hang in there with me. I'm gonna get, like, we'll get better at this. I have so many plans to do with this live, so we're gonna have so much fun. I just have to get this, like, first one. It's like with anything. You just kind of have to rip the Band-Aid off and get, like, done with this first one. And I feel like I'll get all those, like, jitters and stuff out. You're fine, keep going. you mentioned Target in Florida is different than the Midwest. You gotta share, I love Target, oh my gosh. Connie, I mean, I'm talking bigger, I'm talking, like, the stores are bigger, there's a bigger selection. I don't know, like, when we were first here, and then when we went back to Wisconsin, and then trying to find, it's amazing. Like, you walk in it, like my first time walking into one of the Targets here, and it's just like all the lights came like, oh, and you don't even know which direction to look. It's nothing like you've ever experienced. And speaking of last night's live, I want to talk about this because I keep forgetting that y'all don't really know. Like there's new people constantly coming in, like the lives, and don't really know Eric and I's like sarcasm between each other. And we had so much fun last night. And I was telling Eric this morning, I'm like, I forget that there's people that like are just tuning in for the first time, and they probably think like we don't like each other. And we were laughing about it, and I said, you know, I should probably throw that out there that we like each other, like we love each other, but we have this like dysfunctional way of like not wanting tonight, and you don't know Eric and I very well. Like that's totally our humor, and we just had so much fun. But anyways, so why did we choose Clermont? To be honest with you, we originally thought we were going to go back to Davenport, our stomping grounds, and the housing just wasn't working out for us. And then we did more research, but we knew we needed to stay like in this general area because of Eric's work. We didn't want to be in Orlando, but we wanted to be kind of in the outskirts. And then we did some looking around, and a lot of the houses we were finding were in Clermont. And then when we joined the Clermont mom and dad, like the parents group, we just heard such amazing things about Clermont. And so then it turned into not being so bummed that things weren't working out in Davenport and getting more excited about Clermont. And I absolutely love it here. Like, love, love, love. Don't get us wrong. We love Davenport, but Clermont is just awesome. Like, it's so awesome. Okay. So, thank you for doing this. I'm so nervous to move in June. My kids are excited, but I don't know if they will be fine. How long did it take for your kids to adapt to Florida, especially the schools? So, not very long. The first time that we moved here, it was hard. I don't know if you know our whole story, but the first schools that we put our kids into, they only lasted like a week. They were pretty terrified, we were terrified, we were like, no, we're done with this. So then we went to a different school. And they did really well socially. They liked it, they did fine. But Eric and I were seeing some things that were like, you know, we're not okay with some of the things that were going on there. So that took an adjustment there, just with Maverick needing some extra help in the classroom and things like that. But the kids socially, no problem. No problem. They eased into this Florida lifestyle, I'd say quicker than I did. They did really well. Kids, for the most part, are extremely adaptable. And if you keep it positive and you keep it light, and you don't show, that's what I learned. If you don't show your fears and what you're scared about, and if you don't let them see that, kids don't have anything then that they're gonna worry, and they're gonna start feeling, well, maybe I should be feeling this way, or now maybe I'm having some apprehensive, or now I'm worried about this, and putting those kind of fears in them. If you know what I mean, like, as long as you keep that out of the picture, for the most part, at least my kids, like, they're super adaptable. They made friends right away, and they just adjusted and dove right into this, because Eric and I kept it super, like, you know, exciting, and this is gonna be good, and you're gonna have so many friends, and reminded them why, as a family, this is what we wanted to do, and we didn't really have so much. Like, I am like so nervous, but I think once we just get through this little part, oh my gosh, now I'm pulling in Eric, and now I'm like totally losing everything in my life. Okay. Am I wearing AirPods, Helen? No, I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Eric. You're doing awesome. My daughter and I adore you guys. I planned a lunch break to work so I'd be able to see. Oh my gosh. Funny Wild Creed, you are amazing. Thank you so much. You're doing great. We're here to support you. Oh my god. Ocean Surf Girl. That is so sweet. I love the name. What's your favorite thing to do in Florida when you don't have your kids? Oh, bless your heart. When I don't have my kids, sleep. But I would say that I don't even get to sleep without my kids. So, gosh, what a world that would be. If I didn't have my kids, I don't even know if I know what to do with myself. I would probably, if I didn't have them, I'd probably just pick them up and then go do something. Because I don't really know how to do anything without them. But, I mean, maybe someday I could do something fun. Okay, I read that. So proud of you. Thank you, Mom. Last night's live was awesome. I thought it was. I had a great time. Last night was super fun, but then I, like, my dysfunctional anxiety kicked in of, like, oh my gosh, people are going to think we hate each other. And, yeah, no, we don't. We love each other. I swear. Like, I swear to it. Say it, Eric. You love me. We love each other. No, but I, like, have so much fun being able to, do this with all of you and do it with Eric. It's so cool. And it's, like, cool that, like, you guys, like, want to hang out with us. Like what? People want to hang out with us? Like, it's weird. Where did you and Eric meet? Well, my mom's in here. No, I'm just kidding. We met at, where was that? We met at a shindig. Like, it wasn't a party, it was a gathering of young college people, and I was his foosball partner, and after that, it was like, we won that foosball game, and it was like, you're stuck with me. And that's where it all, I've literally been with Eric since I was 17, so I actually met him a few days after my birthday. So, and I'm gonna be 35 this year. Yeah, but yeah, we've been together a long time. You guys are so real, and that's wonderful. Oh, thank you. Thought I would jump in here. Hey, Marty, what's going on, buddy? Thought I'd jump in and see how things going, Lindsay. I'm truly impressed. You're doing completely amazing. Suze and me are watching. Oh, I'm loving this. Thank you guys so much. You guys are just, I love you guys. Greetings from Cocoa Beach. Really enjoying your tarpon vids. I love Tarpon Springs. Where I buy myself. Oh, cool. I actually have a sponge from there, a big one, big huge one, and I love it. Clermont is so pretty. I've heard nothing but amazing things about the schools. I can't, like, knock on wood. They're amazing. And what I love about them the most, I think, which some people could think, things, but they remind me so much of the Midwest. Like the elementary school that my kids are at, like, hands down reminds me of where they came from in our small town, and I love it. Like, I absolutely love it, because it is a night and day difference between what we had when like, our first time around here. And you just wonder, sometimes you wonder, like, if things would have just been how they are now. Like, I don't know, it's just amazing, and I couldn't ask for a better thing of it. I mean, they're loving it, they're meeting so many friends, and the schools, I mean, they've jumped right on Maverick's, extra help in the, I mean, it was just amazing. I did not have to, like, whip out the mommy mode or anything. It was like the first time, like, this is what my son needs, please. I explained my, history that I had in Davenport, and, like, I didn't want to go back to that kind of a situation, and time, it was completely in sync. It was so, I mean, yeah, we're just, we are just like that. How did you get over being homesick, Kelly? I don't know if you're really gonna like this answer or not. I don't think you ever really get over missing your home, like where you came from. I grew up in a very strong family, of like, my grandpa worked his butt off. He was just this like hands dirty, proud to be where I came from. It was one of those situations where we grew up never forgetting where you came from. We just, not a lot of people in my family leave our town. Everyone in my family is super proud of where we come from, as am I. And I think you're always just going to have those nostalgic moments of things there, like even certain smells. It's weird. Like there'll be a certain smell, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's my grandma's house, or oh my gosh, it's my mom's house, or oh my gosh, like you're just. I don't think you can rest. I don't think I ever really want to get over missing certain things. I feel like if I truly get over it, like I don't want to feel like I'm forgetting. And I know it sounds like kind of weird, but like I don't ever want to forget and have those moments of remembering like my childhood and this and but to ease it, 100% gets better. We're remembering those moments or those smells or things that remind you or missing things gets easier to swallow. It does. We're thinking and remembering and missing is not hurt. It doesn't hurt anymore. You gotta look at it in a completely different perspective. I think the fact, like, we're coming home in July. So now I'm just like full speed ahead, focusing on what we're gonna do when we see each other next. Like, what am I gonna do when we go home? I love the 4th of July in our town. They do the same fireworks at the same park, and you start to just plan. So you're constantly having something to look forward to. And time, keeping yourself busy, creating roots here, and being okay, and accepting the fact that this is your new home. You're not going to forget where you came from. That's your home too, and it's okay to have two homes, and it's okay to love them both. But time and acceptance and putting roots down and start to build your life here without forgetting there. And it gets better. I don't know. It sounds kind of weird, but that's what it did it for me. And Zoom calls, FaceTime, I send my mom pictures daily of my kids. I talk to my mom just like I would if I was down the road from her. Really just having with your family, whether you talk to your sisters, your brothers, your mom daily, your aunts, whatever, don't let any of that change. Just because you're here and they're there, don't let that change. You need to do as much as you can to keep things familiar. Oh my gosh, my sister-in-law is here. Liz, what do I owe the pleasure? I mean, taking time out of your busy day to see me. I was going to call you my little darling. Oh, you're talking to your brother. Okay. I'm just kidding. Am I familiar with Lakewood Ranch? Eric? I don't know if you're still in here. I want to say we've been there, but Eric's more of like the located. Well, I can only say the places we've used. So we've used Budget to get home, which was fine. We had, had an okay time getting home with Budget. And then we used U-Haul here and no problems. So I think it all just like depends on how you want to do it. Are you gonna move yourself, or are you gonna like fully get the VIP treatment and have people like move you and stuff? I think you just need to look around and ask people, shop around. Don't just go with the first one. Make sure you look at the reviews, all that kind of stuff for sure. Can't stay long, but I just wanted to check You guys are great parents. Thank you so much. Like, oh my gosh, I cried. I cried for the first year straight. My mom can concur with that. I felt like it was me and Maverick and Eric. Me, Maverick, and Eric against the world. And I hate that feeling. Like, it was really hard. The second school the kids went to, it was so hard because I just felt like, why are you not listening to me? Like, this is my son. This is what, because that school, before they give him any help, he needed to fail. As a mom, I don't know any mom out there. I mean, maybe there is, and maybe that's your prerogative. Me and Eric are not, if we can help it, like our kids got to do the work. Like they have to do the work and earn it. But in Maverick's situation where he just needed the extra support, I am not going to let my child fall on his face and fail in order for you to then look at him. And that's what they were saying that they were going to do with him. They wanted him to fail, and then they would look into helping him. And no, no, I was not. I wasn't going to stand by and let that happen. I just couldn't do it. So this place is amazing, and their new school, I kind of went in there, not aggressive, but you could tell I had some, like, not PTSD, but real emotions of, I'm not going backwards. When we went home to Wisconsin, or back to Wisconsin, he got the help, and he has made leaps and bounds, and my son has put the work in, and I am not going to let him go backwards, because he just needs a little bit of support, like, we need to figure this out, and they were like, right away, like, they grabbed my hand, they're like, you got this, like, we're going to help you. So it was amazing. But sometimes I had to step outside my comfort zone in that last school in Davenport, and I don't like doing that. Like, I don't like being aggressive, but when it comes to the kids, I will. Thank you so much. I'm a bit nervous so far in my family too. We're in California right now, but our family is right next door in Arizona, and my sister in Nevada. Yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not gonna like say that it's super easy and it's all just sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. You're gonna have to put the work in if this is what you truly want, and you truly want to be here, and this is where you want to be home. Like anything in life, you have to put the work in, and you have to be prepared that it's going to be different. It's going to be different just geographically, getting used to everything. But it's also going to be different because your family's not there. So you have to be able to just walk this dream, and once you let go of all that other stuff, it's amazing. You guys, everyone here is going through the same thing. So there's so many dads, moms that are going through those same feelings, and I didn't realize that the first time around. You feel like, oh, I'm the only one feeling this. No, almost everyone you're going to come in contact with, it's super rare to find a native here. They're here, obviously, but for the most part, you're finding people that are exactly in your situation, feel the exact same way that you do, and they want a friend too. They're going through the same, missing their family, missing how things were, and you bond over that immediately. So, I will be further than I ever been from them, and I'm 35. Yep, same. Hey, yes, I did, Mom. I'm from the UK. I'm moving to Tampa. What advice can you give me? Oh my gosh, how fun! And welcome soon. Have fun. Same thing. Saddle up. It's going to be a lot different, especially if you're coming from the UK. So, wow. Like, it's going to be so much different. But I don't know your background. Are you young? Are you single? Do you have a family? So if you could give me a little bit more of that. We currently in a tiny school, K-12, in one building. I'm scared to move to Clermont and have her in a huge start. Oh, you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. I have one in the middle school right now, and you're coming to Clermont. They're gonna take good care of her. They really are. Brody was super nervous coming in. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Nervous, at one point. They were the new kids. They were the ones that moved from somewhere else. And these kids, too, like, I talked to my mom, kind of changing gears for a second. I was kind of talking to her about the difference between the sports here and the sports in the small town that we came from. And I think why there's such a big difference in the sports down here is because these kids are used to kids coming in and out. So they're used to getting a team member that it's new. There's no like, ooh, like battling it out because they're just used to it. They are used to new kids coming all the time. So I really think that that plays a big part because even when talking with Brody, he does have some friends here that are born and raised here. He does. You're going to find a lot of that too, but he has a handful of friends that right away are like, where are you originally from? And he's like, Wisconsin. You're like, oh, okay, I'm from California or here or there. I mean, and again, just like the adults, it's immediate like bond. So just like we don't want you, just like you don't want to feel alone or any of those kinds of things as an adult, the kids are going through the same thing. So and Clermont is amazing. So, and I will stamp my name on that. I mean, probably shouldn't say that because every child's different, but I'm a really big advocate for the schools. We've had a really, really good time of it here. So, fingers crossed that continues. Moving to Wesley Chapel, Tampa, Sutherland from Indiana, and I can't wait. Thanks for you are going to do great. You are going to do great. I do want so much going through challenges. I'm incredibly grateful to have found your videos, and they're so helpful. Well, you're so welcome, and I am so glad that you found us as well. And if you ever need anything, feel free to private message me, any of that stuff. I'm always up for, I can set up an appointment and do like talk on the phone or whatever, or I'm going to continue to do these chats too, so you can come and hang out with me on Fridays. I think any of your family will move down to, I'm trying to convince my mom, she's the only one who will. Okay, so, Eric says it a lot, we're not in the business of convincing. We're here when you've already, as a family, have made that choice. And this is what you want, and you just need some guidance. And through people that have already been through this. And unfortunately, Eric and I have made a lot of mistakes in our moves, several moves along the way. And so you can learn from the things. We're like a walking, do not do it this way. So getting to that, I don't know. I don't think so. But my mom, Nana and Papa, they come here a ton. They love vacationing here. So my sisters come here. We just so happen to pick where our family is always vacations anyways, so they come here all the time. I'm thinking, like, my dad comes down here with my stepmom, and they stay here for months in the winter time. So, and then Eric's parents are hopefully going to start being able to do that again too. So I think, I wouldn't put it out of the question, maybe down the road, maybe Nana and Papa would do an extended time in the winter. I hope so, Nana, if you're here. But I'm not going to convince, I get where you're going with it, and like, I wish I could be like, everybody come here, because that would be perfect. I mean, no homesick, no missing everybody, but, yeah, I just, I don't think that will happen. Gotta go back to work, thanks for watching the rest of the kids. Okay, thank you so much. My daughter entered a new school. Lots of other kids that moved to the area too, and she was not alone. Had a rough first week. Anxiety, nerves, but then she adjusted, and now she loves. See, that's awesome. I'm glad she's doing so well, and that's exactly how it is. Hey Lindsey, did you get it on Amazon? Oh, am I supposed to talk about the link in Amazon? Nah, Derek, that's what I'm supposed to do. I think he might be talking about description on Amazon. So if you click the link and then you just go shopping, like who doesn't love Amazon shopping? If you just use the link, no extra cost to you, it just helps support the channel. So that we can keep doing these videos, and stuff like that. And pictures, so you're going to love it here, yes. Brody joined a class with friends. Brody joined a class with a friend, told him to make him feel welcomed. Carolyn, are you talking about I think you have a son that goes with Brody. What made you all want to move to Florida? Was this somewhere you all vacationed and fell in love with, or is it something else? I planned to move there too, but I lived there as a kid. Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we vacationed here probably 6 years. And apparently we need to, but and then phone from Lindsey. Oh my gosh, is it still super bad, you guys? I just feel bad. So I've been sitting here rambling and nobody can really even hear me. Well, that's super fun. That's fun for me. Let me know here. We vacationed here all the time as a family, like 6 years in a row. We did the whole Disney thing, staying at Disney. Then we did the whole like not staying at Disney thing. And 6 months before we moved here, we had no clue we were moving here. Not even a chance. We had no clue. We were on vacation with my sister and her kids and her husband, and we were staying in a condo right down the road that we ended up moving to 6 months prior. We stayed in a vacation rental right down the road, and we didn't have any clue we were going to be here. So it's just crazy how life happens. But yeah, the last vacation, like every time we come here, we're like, we just want to live here. Like we just wanted to live here. But then you go home and you get back to the hustle and bustle, and you forget about it until next year when you come here, and then you want to move here again. But we did a trip. We started with the manatees, and I don't care what anybody says, that is like a spiritual awakening. Like my mom's in here, she's a manatee lover. She swam with them like 100 times. If you know, you know. And I got out of the water. You know, I'm terrified. I don't go into bodies of water that like I can't see stuff, and especially like if there could be like alligators in there and stuff. But I did it. I went out of my comfort zone, and I'm like, I know it's probably funny to hear, but it was like life changing. I got off that boat and watching my kids, and they jump into everything here. I mean, we've thrown them zip lining, swimming with dolphins, swimming with manatees, and my kids they love it. I mean, they love this lifestyle. They jump right in. But when we got off that boat ride, and it was the first time, I looked at Eric, he looked at me, and I'm like, we're going to live here. We're going to live here. I want to swim with these manatees every day. We're going to live here. And that's just kind of what happened. Did I think that was actually going to occur 6 months later? Absolutely not. But hey, life happens, and we're here. Amanda, man, that's like really a bummer that it's like so staticky. Oh, I hate that. Well, next week I will have it figured out. Oh no, I can't move the chat. I've only encountered that negativity on Facebook, never in person since we moved. We moved here 10 months ago from New York, and we love it, and no issues. That's awesome. Like, that's awesome. I love to hear stories like that. Oh, that's awesome. Love that story. Yeah, I mean, it's like super weird. Like, people are like, really? Like, a manatee needs to move here? But obviously, it's a little bit more deeper than that. But it was just, when I come here, and when I would vacation here, I lived a completely separate life from Wisconsin to then when we came here. I am a very, like, ever since I've had kids, it's hard for me to jump out of my shell. It's hard for me to take risks. ambition of wanting to do so much with my life and wanting to try things and do things, but I was always I'll just, I'll just watch it, I'll watch from over here, and every time I would vacation here, and I don't know if it's just being with Eric or being with the kids and wanting the kids to do it, so of course mom's got to do it because I've got to show that it's fine, even though I'm terrified, because you want your kids to have that experience. But every time we would come here, it was like I was a completely different person. Like, I'm terrified of heights, and I'm ziplining. Or, I'm terrified of being in water, but now I'm like swimming with random stuff. So it's like, every time I got here, I felt like a better version of myself. And I don't know, it's probably like super weird or cliche or something, but like I just felt like adventurous. I felt adventurous here, and I felt like sky's the limit, and we can do so much here. And Eric and I have always wanted for our children to experience life, take life by the, by the neck, whatever you call it, and just run for the hills and shoot for the stars, and don't be afraid. And we're just able to give them that here. Not saying that we couldn't in Wisconsin either, like we love Wisconsin, but it's just different here. And we've just grown accustomed to loving the lifestyle. And yeah, Marty, oh my goodness, thank you so much, Marty. Marty and Suze, you guys are amazing. How about we start a fund for professional mic that you can click on the link on Amazon from Marty and Suze. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. And I am so sorry that nobody can hear me. Biggest nightmare. I was up all night, obviously running through all the scenarios of what could have happened on a live show, and I forgot to worry about the mic. So there we go. I mean, my anxiety is slacking. So there's that. That's fun. Marty and Suze, you're amazing. I think I'm caught up. Am I caught up? No, I totally get it. I feel my soul is home when I'm here. I even love alligators. I am not going to mess with them, but they're cool. Same. Same, same, same. How many pairs of flip-flops or sandals do you own? It's all I wear since moving here. Yeah, 100%. I own a lot, like a big basket, and I don't wear shoes here. Funny story. When we went back to Wisconsin after moving here the first time, it took a while for us to be able to put shoes back on our kids. They didn't want them on. So we had to explain to them that we're up north now and you have to wear shoes. But yeah, we've gotten so accustomed to just like sandals or hanging around with nothing. Abby, oh my gosh, my sister's here. Hey Abby. How much for a mic? Oh my gosh. Like, you guys, I feel so bad. Despite the sound issues, you are doing amazing. Looking forward to Friday's lunch with Lindsey. Thank you so much. Even with the sound issues, your live has been great. Little hiccup, keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate it. So, what's with the winter clothes? Do you actually need to bring them? Well, some would say with how the weather's been now, absolutely. I'm freezing. So, I mean, do you need to bring a snowsuit? Probably not. However, I'm not kidding you. One of the days, I think it was 2 days ago, it might have been Monday, I brought the kids to school, and I could have sworn there was the cutest little boy waddling to that school in a snowsuit, and I was there for it. I understood him. He was my spirit animal, and I wish they had it in my size, because it was super cute, and I would definitely say, like, it was necessary. It's freezing. I wouldn't bring a snowsuit, but I wouldn't get rid of all of it. Like camis, leggings, wool sweatshirts, I probably would donate or sell. But a good hoodie selection. I mean, don't throw everything away, but you don't need to bring a truckload of it either. But it does get chilly here. We do have like a month where it's like The nights get chilly, and the mornings are super chilly. You guys, oh my gosh, Bree, love your videos and so helpful. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are gonna make me blush. But oh my God, Sanderson, towards a new mic. Come on, people, let's raise it. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much, and thank you all for hanging out with me. Like, what? I can't believe it. I was gonna be grateful. I told Eric, I'm like, if 2 people can come in here today and hang out with, and we can get like a good conversation flowing, like I'm there for it. So for all of you guys to be here, like wanting to hang out with me, like that is pretty cool. I hope I'm doing as good as Eric. Eric is the computer guy. I don't even know. I literally 2 minutes before I came on said, Eric, with the mouse, do I have to push it down when I scroll up and down in the comments, or do I just scroll? And he's like, oh my gosh, you don't know how to use the mouse? I'm like, no. I mean, like, it's just my phone. I'm not like tech, so I'm hoping I'm like doing all right. Oh my goodness, I know. Now my father-in-law is here. Like, we're all here. I love you guys. Um, whether it's a new phone or a new mic, either way. Oh my goodness. Okay. Love watching your videos. We are trying to move down here from Minnesota. Minnesota. We have some Minnesotaites in the chat. Love watching your video. Oh yeah, I just read that. We are in NH. New Hampshire? New Hampshire. Hate the freezing cold winters, but nervous we won't be able to stand the humidity. Girl, you're fine. You're fine. The first summer, you're gonna be a little frizzy. You're gonna be hot. You're gonna feel like you didn't know your body could release that much water from places, but just like anything, you adapt to it so well, and maybe I don't even notice that like half of my water that is in my body is just always out of me when I step outside, or you just get used to it. Your body acclimates so well. We only had, I would say, if Eric is still in here, I'm not sure if he is, we only had probably a really like, I would say, rough first summer of just like, man, it's hot. It's hot. But I would take the humidity over the cold any day. And who said that? Sarah. I can give you some really good tips on how to mane your hair in the humidity. Oh my god. All things. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think somebody is being pretty naughty in this chat and spamming it, so I'm sorry about that. That's not fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Somebody is taking over the chat with some naughty stuff. But anyways, guys, yes, you guys are like amazing, and I feel like I'm gonna start crying, and like that would be awkward. Although my anxiety did come up with that last night. I did worry that I was gonna lose it and start crying. But not in a good way. I thought I was just like not gonna be able to figure anything out. Thank you, whoever blocked that. Sorry about the trolls, block them. You are on it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My husband and I are coming down in April to check out Clermont neighborhoods. Thank you all for introducing us to the area. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for you. You are going to love it. And who would have known you have these beautiful, beautiful hills in the flattest place possible. But Clermont has it, and it's beautiful, and you will love it here, I promise. I have to go back to work. What do you mean? We're hanging out, Eric. You are here with me. No, I'm just kidding. If you have to go back, that's totally fine. Whatever. But anyways, guys, I'll say it again, because I don't know if the ladies that were in here when I first said it, and I promised them that I would let them know that these clothes that I'm wearing, cute little tank top, and I've got black leggings on. They are super, super comfortable, never going back. check it out, I think you should. I'm never going back to anything else. Um, Again, I'm gonna link a bunch of things, so every week just look for different links in my description. I think it's super fun, I think it's super important to feel good, be comfortable, feel good, and I think you just start your day off so much better. So if I find really cool products, whether it's hair, makeup, clothes, um, I just feel like it's super rude not to share it. So it will be in the link. Um, Check it out. With these clothes, like I said before, when I first looked at an outfit, I was like, okay, when I saw the price, I'm like, oh, okay. Then I ordered them, and I put them on, and it was like, price what? These aren't even that bad. Like, I love it. So check it out, and yeah. Lindsey, you are too good at this. I'm taking over, Eric. I'm just saying. Just kidding. I need my sidekick. Well, that's on Thursday nights. Okay? Thank you guys for all that you do. Love your videos and your family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love you, and we love all you guys. You guys are so kind to us, and we love it. And Eric and I we really just started this. Well, first, I don't know, our people, our OGs know the whole backstory of it, but we started these videos just to show our adventures to our family. So, unbeknownst to me, anybody outside of our family could see these videos. So I think we were at dinner, and Eric's like, wow, it's like these people watching it. I'm like, that's weird. How did they get on here? How are they seeing this? And Eric's like, what do you mean it's YouTube? And I'm like, I thought we were just in our own little private, like, just our family seeing this. He's like, no, Lindsey, it's YouTube. Anyone can look at it. Well, then I'm like, okay. Well, then it just turned into, like, this really cool thing where people were like, wow, that really helped me watching that. And if anyone knows Eric and I, that, like, makes us all the warm and fuzzy feelings. If we can help somebody, we live for that. Like, why not? We didn't have that when we came down here. We rut. Okay, so our family videos, 100% both, if that makes sense. So the first year we moved here, it was like the honeymoon stage in the beginning. We're out doing every parade, anything. We were out doing it. We were this, all over the place, swimming with things, going to parks. We had a SeaWorld membership, Busch Garden membership. What's that other one? Busch Garden, Aquatica, Gatorland. I mean, we hit up everything and everything. And then the rut came. And that was hard. That was hard. We got in a rut. But like anything, I don't think ruts matter where you live. They just happen. It's normal. It happens. And it's how you pull yourself out of it that matters. And for us, Eric and I are very much sunshine people. It was harder for us to pull ourselves out of ruts in an area that was always cold, or just you go 6 months out of the year and it's cloudy and it's gray. Eric and I very much, I don't know if you call it seasonal depression. I don't know. We put labels on everything nowadays, but Eric and I are definitely people that our moods are affected. So it wasn't hard here to get out of it, and we work with each other, and he's my best friend, and so we just push ourselves, and we remind ourselves every day to keep pushing and get out there and do things and make friends and go places and live life. And our inspiration pretty much for everything that we do is our kids, and that's one really big thing Eric and I have in common, is that everything we do is for our kids. So it's easy for us to pull our heads out, so to speak, and get out of our ruts, because when we're in our ruts, then our kids are. And for us, that's just not acceptable for us, because we don't want to ever do anything that's going to affect our kids. So our kids pull us out of that. And being here, palm trees and sunshine, and so much to do. So there's so many different things you can look forward to here. So that just helps too. Oh no, more static. We are expecting a lot of snow this weekend. Hoping this will be our last winter. Yes. Fingers crossed, Karen. Okay, no problem, thank you. Trying to be a Debbie Downer. We are just listening to y'all because we are moving down here this summer. I am so sorry if it is. First of all, I'm sorry for the inappropriate spamming that's going on. This is the family channel. So sorry for that, but I have amazing moderators that are on it. And I'm so sorry you can't hear me. I feel so bad. Like I said, I had, what if you fall? What if you cry? What if the baby screams? What if a kid throws up? Or, every other thing you worry about, but audio was not on that list of keeping me up at night, so now we'll make sure I'll put it on there for next Thursday night when I'm trying to sleep. Okay, yeah, Florida has more on about for sure. I don't know too if people that are here already, if you've noticed too, with like, obviously not right now, but like Eric and I noticed our first time down here, even with the weight. Like me and Eric were never big people to begin with, but when we first got here, you can go back to the videos if you so dare to do that, in our beginning videos that were crazy. But and you can see the progression of Eric and I getting more and more healthier. And it's crazy. Florida does that too. Not only one, you're eating differently. It's hot, so you kind of eat like a summer picnic every day because it's hot. So you're not going to put as much heavy foods in your belly. But there is so much to do, and the weather allows you to be outside, hiking more, swimming more, doing those kinds of things, which is really, really good for Eric and I. There's a handle from the channel. Seasonal depression. Seasonal depression is hard being in Alaska. Could not even imagine, although Alaska is one of my like bucket list places to go because I feel like it's just so beautiful there, and I wanted to go there since like I was a little girl, and I feel like you would see whales all the time, so I'm not sure. Tell me if that's true, or is it just something I see on TV? Since moving to Florida, so much healthier physically, mentally, emotionally. That is amazing. At least me anyways, can't speak for everyone or hubby or to get, yeah. So 100%, like 100%. I am down with you on all that. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. It just does that to you here. And the photo is through, send it to us. I think they're making a new one. Okay, I think conversations are going on. I know, you guys, I feel so bad about these trolls. Like, right in here. Like, you know, when they do that, like when people come in and like be really inappropriate, like, I don't know if you've ever heard the, like, saying, read the room, you know? Like, read the room. I'm pretty sure there's probably other, like, YouTube that would be more like, that's where, like, that stuff should go on. But read the room. Like, that's just not cool. Anyways, my family loves your channel. Thank you and Eric for all your advice. You're doing great and so thank you so much. I appreciate that. The sweating has slowed down a little bit, kind of like last night with Eric's, what was going on with that? Like, newbie, got extremely flush, a little nervous, a little jittery. He was red. I don't know if anyone saw that last night, but like, oh no, you can't hear me? Eric, can you hear me? Amanda, can you hear me? Sue, thank you so much. I remember watching y'all in 2019. Crazy how much has been 3 years ago. Yeah, like, whoa, time flies. It's crazy. Agree. We just said that about y'all the other day. Y'all had us kiss skin. You had us kiss skin and just looked like you felt really good. Yeah, yeah, I did. and then Bo's here. But we wouldn't have it any other way. We love that cutie patootie, and he is like the completion of our family, and we love him so much. So I'm hoping being here, I've never been here. Obviously, I've never lived here after I've had a baby. So I'm hoping it'll be interesting to see the difference. Like if I can bounce back quicker here, because for whatever reason, when I get pregnant, I blow up, and because of my stomach issues, even when I'm not pregnant, like I eat a certain way, I eat clean, because otherwise I'll end up in the ER, and nobody wants that. So I eat the same when I'm pregnant. Like I eat my 3 meals light. I never eat till I'm full, because if I do that, I'm sick. And I don't snack in between. I have a yogurt before bed. And I did that same thing when I was pregnant, and it doesn't matter. And I worked out my entire pregnancy, and it doesn't matter, I just blow up. So it is what it is. But it will be interesting to see if I can bounce back quicker being here. In the good weather, being motivated more to get out and do things, eating differently, the heat, all those things. It'll be interesting to see that. Just static. We are aware of the issue. We can hear you. Try closing out the live. I know, I was gonna do that, but Eric was like, no, don't do it. So he's the boss apparently. Which I don't know who gave him that, but hopefully next week we're gonna get this straightened out. And like, you guys are amazing to help out with that. Let's see. 9 weeks till our first grandson is here. Oh, how exciting. Congratulations. Like, that's an exciting time. That is an exciting time. Okay, y'all, Lindsey can get a microphone. Oh, you guys. We'll just, like, lean in, like, and, like, talk, like, on Thursday nights. We'll, like, lean in and talk together. No need to do that. You guys are so sweet. Amanda, you are gorgeous. You need to give makeup tips on one of these lives. Oh, my gosh. Amanda, you get messages of people wanting to like know how I do things because you guys, if you see me in the bathroom and like how I do stuff, like I am a big like watch YouTube and like self-taught and I feel, I don't know, I just have a lot of insecurities, so I feel like just so, what's the word, like I just think it's awesome like that people actually care. I think it's kind, and I'm totally like up for that. I love, just as much as I love Florida, because I love Florida, but I love like all sorts of girly stuff, clothes, hair, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, even like being able to help out on like salons in the area, like if you're in my area, or different kinds of, you know, places like that. I'm totally up for that. Is the fruit amazing year round, Sarah? Think so. I mean, I know just like anywhere else, we have like picking seasons of when things are good, but I haven't, Amanda, maybe you can help me out with that. I haven't run across anything so far of like here, like getting stuff at the grocery store. We eat everything so fast here. I'll bring something home and it lasts not even the day. So things don't really go bad here. But maybe Amanda has more that. My volume is all the way up and still no sound. Is it true Wisconsin I consume a lot of dairy? I don't know. Probably. I mean, yeah, we like our cheese curds. We like our cheese. We like that stuff, but maybe not for everybody. I didn't catch the live last night, but I watched the replay. You guys were cracking me up towards the end after Eric finished the beer. Yeah. 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 Well, I'd like to say that that was completely driven by his beer, but it's not. That's usually our dynamic between each other. We give each other grief most of the time, but that's what keeps it fun. Keeps it fun with him because we are too serious and we both have like the same, like this weird cocky sense of humor, and I love it. We have fun, and if you can't have fun with your partner, then I mean that's lame. So you gotta have fun. Always gotta have fun. We are moving. Any advice or info? Also, my wife wanted to watch this, but our son broke his foot. She will have to have our baby. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. Oh, well, she can catch the replay, and then I'm going to be here every Friday, so don't worry about that. Just take care of what you need to take care of. And any advice? I have lots of advice. What are mostly you worried about? Like, when you think about your move, and it's coming up, what is, like, a few, like, your first things that pop in your head that, like, scare you? And I can talk to you about it. And I can hopefully rest assured that, everything's gonna be okay, because 9 times out of 10, I probably have those exact same fears, but I would say just a general advice, be prepared for different. And you need to remember, different doesn't always mean bad. Different's just different. Different can be good, and different can also be a little harder to adjust to. So you just always need to remember and keep an open mind that wherever you're coming from is probably not going to be the same as here. However, I stand corrected because, like I said, the schools in Clermont here remind me a ton of the Midwest. So it's not with everything, but you need to, doctors are more than likely going to be different. The offices, where they're located, a lot of doctors' offices here are in strip malls. That was very different for me. When I first got here, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like turning in. I went myself one time, or my first time I went alone, and I'm like, Eric, I'm in a strip mall. And he's like, Lindsey, you're right there. And I'm like, I'm in a strip mall. Like, for us, where we come from, and I'm sure there's a ton of people that it's like that all over the place, but for me, that was like, it was different. One of my first doctor visits here, and I don't want to scare you, I waited 6 hours. and they're good pediatricians. I love our pediatrician here. But it's different. It's different. Your school, I don't know where you're from, but like for us, where we're from in Wisconsin, I'm not used to my kids changing classes outside. So that was really different here. That they like, there's a lot of schools here where kids change and they walk outside and they change different buildings. And that was different for me. And that took me a lot to adjust to. Now it's really cool. And my kids like it because they get a fresh air. And it kind of chops things up. But gym is different here, like gym class is different here. Almost all my kids' schools, I shouldn't say that, this one they have a gym, but a couple of schools that my kids went to, they didn't have a gym. The gym was done strictly outside. So there's a lot of like different little quirky things like that that you just have to be willing to be okay with and embrace. Embrace. That's a really good word. You need to embrace it. Where are we? Does Central Florida have hills? Clermont does. Clermont does. Hello, Lindsey and chat. Hello. You did amazing, Lindsey. Gotta go, but I'll be back next time. Be alive for sure. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Good schools are the most important to me. Absolutely. I'm there with you. Schools and doctors. I'm freezing watching you. Warms me up and great videos. Thank you so much. Am I caught up? Or am I just not even being able to use this? Here we go. Oh, I'm not caught up. Suggestions. Lifestyle with Lindsey. That could be one. That's funny about you changing classes outside. When my parents moved up to Tennessee, I hated the school because it was all indoor and depressing. Yeah. I mean, it terrified me at first. I'm like, what do you mean? Because like the little one, Maverick was only in like, I think he was only in preschool when we first came here, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like it. But my kids really like it. My kids are like, Mom, I really like it. It just chops up the day, and you get to get outside and see the sun, and they like it. So, and they have like a method, and it's super safe, and you know, it's good. Hey, is Dad Vader in here? Alright, where am I? I can hear you now. How did you find your realtor? Well, the realtor the first time we moved here when we rented, Eric found it. Not sure. Now Eric is in the real estate business now, so now he kind of takes care of that stuff. But we're renting right now, and we were actually super lucky to find this home, and we were actually super, super lucky that we talked to the homeowners person. So, and we came, and it's still like the way that it was when we came here. It was impossible. I mean, when we came here, we were like, there was literally bidding wars on rentals. It was insane. And if you went, the time that I don't know, I don't want to speak for now, I don't know if it's cooled down a little bit with the rentals, but if you were going through a rental company, see ya. I mean, you put an application in, you pay $75 per person, and you would never hear back. Like, because you're not just, you're getting beat out left and right. If you put one in, odds are there's 30 other ones in there already. So when we came across this place, I called the number, and it happened to be the owner, and they were amazing. Like, they were amazing. So we got lucky. We got lucky with that. But the first time around, we used a realtor, and I don't know if Eric's still in here. He's probably back at work. He found it, and the guy was awesome. So anything better than DE and DE? Our son has a doctor in the West Palm that we travel from DE to go to. We are worried about gators, fire ants, and adjusting to the heat. Our 3 6-year-old loves bugs. Yeah, we have a bug lover too. Sully loves his bugs, and we were really worried about that because obviously here versus where we come from, obviously they're a lot more harmful here. They can be a lot more harmful, so we were so afraid. But I think just talking to your kids you always need to, have an adult or, whatever body. We drilled that in with our kids. Like, we even joined a snake and spider identification group, and that helped tremendous. Like, now I even can identify snakes and all that. And honestly, it might sound silly, but it's super important. It is super, super important here to join a group like that. So, and especially if that's one of your fears, because I feel like the fear subsides when you know what you're looking at, and you know what you're dealing with. Fire ants, I don't think you need to have a fear. We had a pretty crazy experience our first time around with fire ants. In the first house we lived in, they got in, and it literally, like, they got everywhere, and literally in my kids' hands. And they live like huge, huge wells. But the exterminators came, we kept the bugs, as long as you're spraying your house around, every month, monthly, or 3-month cycle, or what have you, they're fine. You don't see them in here. Like, I don't know if you were in here before, but like I said, when I first moved here, I thought it was going to be like every time I opened the door to get my hair, my blow dryer, there was going to be a snake. Or every time I opened to get, there was going to be a tarantula. Like, it's not like that. If you take care and you do the maintenance, the monthly maintenance, you're totally fine. You don't see them. When you're out and about, yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you're a hiker, even sitting down on the grass, like the fire ants, you need to be visual because they're everywhere. But it's not a deal breaker. It shouldn't be a fear of yours that it's like, I can't do it. And the gators, yeah, you have little kids. Absolutely, is a fear. It's a fear of mine all the time. But our kids know, and we're always with them anyways, but stay away from the edge. You don't go by the water edge. You always expect any body of water in Florida, a puddle, that there could be a gator in there. I mean, that's just to be expected. Any body of water here, there could be a gator in there. And you just do those things, and you'll be just fine, I promise. I was the biggest scaredy cat. And now, like, I don't know, it kind of gets exciting looking for different things with Sullivan, but we're extremely vigilant. Yeah, so just do that, and it's not a deal breaker. It's not, I promise. You'll be all right. But get in those groups and be able to identify what you're doing, because that's important. You need to know. You need to educate yourself. Hi, Lindsey, I missed most of it. Oh, that's okay. You can watch the replay or come next Friday. I'll be here, same space. Anything that you love about living in Florida that you've never thought about before moving? Okay, so things I love about it now that I didn't know about before I moved. I'm gonna say culture. I'm going to say culture. Obviously, I knew there was going to be culture. Like things are different here, but I didn't realize how much, and I love it. Like, I absolutely love the diversity. I love different cultures. I love the fact that in one state, you can travel all, like, up, down, sideways, whatever, and feel like sometimes you're somewhere completely different. I love it. Like, I'm super excited about the Keys. Everything I've heard from it, you feel like you're not even in Florida. And I think it's so cool that in one state you can get so many different vibes. Like, you go up to St. Augustine, completely different vibe than it is right here. Clearwater is way different than what you're going to feel at taking Spanish at such a young age. I mean, the little ones are. Lucy at 5K, they had her already starting Spanish here. I think that's fabulous. So yeah, definitely that for sure. Do you guys have an HOA? If so, is there a community pool that you guys can use? So I want to say we do. I think it's built into like our rent. And the community pool is going to be done in May. So this is a brand new development. This is a brand new house. And this is a brand new street. Like this is so new, it's not even on the maps. Like you can't even Google it. So the pool is scheduled to be done with renovations in May. So yes, we will have a pool. They're going to have, I'm pretty sure like tennis, basketball, park, grass area. They're gonna have all that stuff. So we're super, super excited. I'm scared of snakes, but I'm willing. There you go. Ready? I was terrified. Like I said, I was like, what am I gonna do? For the first probably 6 months, I don't know, well, maybe like 4 months of the house, like I would tiptoe around my house, and like I would open, I'm not gonna lie, I still flush the toilet before I use it, because that's not because of Florida, that's because of watching YouTube videos of snakes and like iguanas coming up from the toilet. So again, this is my anxiety. Loves just, popping up, but yeah, that is one thing I do like check it. But I used to like tiptoe, like, and like when I'd sit down, it was like, and I'd be doing that in my own house because I was so terrified of snakes. Now, I don't even, like, it's a thing. Like, you learn to live with it, but I think the most important thing is just to educate yourself. If you're educated, like, you're good. I've never seen an alligator in Florida, but I'm smart not to go near the water. Yeah, I mean, you need to expect that like I said, a puddle outside. Just pretend, I mean, you don't even have to pretend, because, I mean, there could be a gator in it. Any body of water here, I don't care. Like, there could be a gator, and my kids know, don't go by the edge. Like, not smart, not a good idea. We've never let them do that. And it's, again, educating. And you can start as young as, when we first moved here, Sully was 2. So he had his 3rd birthday here, shortly after we moved here, and we started from day 1, educating him. You don't touch things, you don't touch bugs, you show mom and dad first. Even the toads, because we have, I think they're cane toads with the white stuff on the backs, that can really be harmful to dogs and little ones. So it's just educating yourself, and the best thing that we did was joining that snake and spider identification group, and oh my gosh, like I feel like a pro now. Like I can tell it. I'm the one who spotted the corn snake. I'm pretty sure Eric thought it was something that it wasn't, and I'm like, that's a corn snake. I know my snakes, and that's a corn snake. And like for me, anyone that like really, really knows me, that's pretty crazy. Thanks, Nano and Papa, for the thumbs up. Wow, thank you for that. Awesome advice. We are moving down there to be more active. We love hiking. Oh my gosh, we will love it here then, because there's so many places to hike. We will find a group and educate all of them. Yes, that's what you need to do. Also, I don't know if you're still in here, Justin, and Tina, but always, like especially because you're hikers, which you probably already know that, snake bite kits. That is a must. If you are hiking, which I'm sure you're probably like already on that, rolling your eyes like, lady, I hike. But a snake bite kit. You need to have it. We throw it in our diaper bag, we keep it. You just don't know, you don't know. I mean, essentially, we are in a jungle here, so. You just never know. I mean, even going to the beaches, like, when you walk, I don't know if you're aware of that, but like, I wasn't at first until I started to pay attention, but they have like rattlesnake signs. Like when you're walking down to a beach and then you've got that flip-flops. I wear my flip-flops, house flip-flops, when I'm inside, even getting up in the middle of the night, and then I'll put them on. I don't want to touch anything that may have gotten inside. Oh, you live in South Florida. Okay, yeah, 100%, yes. Okay, best website or resource to find a rental home. We want to rent first and then purchase a house. Once you're getting to know the area. Justin and Tina, can you reach out to us? Eric, if you're still in here, oh, he's already on it. Look at that man. He is on it. Realtor.com, Zillow, Hotpads, or Rent.com. There you go. I knew it was good keeping you around. I knew it. I knew something would come about that. All right. Well, guys, I think I'm all caught up, as Eric would say. Eric, buy her a snake throw. Let's not get crazy. I mean, I like a good snake. I touch it like on its back, but living with one, I did that once. When, which one of our kids brought a snake home? I think it was Sully. Sully brought a snake home. He lived here a short time, and then we got him back where he belonged. But it is really suggested to always wear is it really suggested to always wear shoes? I never wear shoes. I mean, when we hike. Yeah, absolutely. Would I go on any of these trails in flip-flops? I mean, no, I would not, no. Would my kids, if I didn't make them wear shoes, yeah, they probably would. But no. Always, if you're hiking, you need to wear boots. It's just, or shoes. It's just smart. It's just a smart idea. You don't want to buy trouble, but I don't wear them any other time. Like, I never have shoes on. I always just throw my sandals on, and I'm out the door. This is great. Couple more likes into 100. Oh my gosh, guys. What do you think about buying a mobile home in Florida? 100%. I'd be down for that. I've got too many kids. I mean, unless they could make like I'm sure they do make like extra large ones. I would totally be down for it. What? That's inappropriate. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that's huge here. Like, that's huge. There's mobile home parks everywhere here in Florida. That's a really big thing. My grandparents actually did that for a long time, and they loved it. They absolutely loved it. My kids know that snakes and all creatures, for that matter, stay outside. Free, I know, but I'm not sure if you met Sullivan. He's very demanding. Sometimes it can be scary, and we talked him into the frogs outside. Because I don't know if you've ever seen our videos from when he would try to beat his record every walk and catch all those frogs. Those stayed outside. How the snake got in and the frogs outside and not vice versa, probably Dad. I'm gonna blame Eric on that one, but we're gonna do that from now on. Any of the wildlife stays outside. However, we do have a spotted leopard gecko, but that was like bought, obviously, so that's pretty cool. I've heard fire ants. Oh yeah. Fire ants are no joke. Yeah. So if you don't want to deal with that, yeah. Although I haven't had any issues this far this time with fire ants. Mobile homes are always being looked at for too. Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I'm all caught up. So I'm going to go and check on the kids. Well, they're right here. But I'm going to go to make sure, this is my first time, I want to make sure that I get my schedule down with picking up the kids. Brody has his first football game today. So that's exciting. We have that, but, he gets done at 4 o'clock. Why not put the game then we have to write. And then this morning we started off the day super fun with forgetting that it is dress-up day at school. So I had to pretend like I knew that and pull two costumes out of thin air. But hey, we did it. Kids are happy. They looked great. How are you frequently? How frequently will you do? Every Friday. Every Friday at noon, I will be here hanging out. So, and like I said to people that are new, like I'm new too. I've always got my sidekick. So please, 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 just bear with me. I have so many awesome ideas for these lives, and we're gonna have so much fun. I just needed to knock this one kind of out of the way and get the nerves and all that stuff kind of done because I've never done this alone. So I hope I did all right. And I'm so sorry you couldn't hear me, and I'm sorry for the bots. But I think it's only going to get better, guys. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to hang out. We're going to laugh. We're going to have fun. We're going to rest everyone's minds, and it's going to be fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I hope you guys had fun. And I'm sorry I'm cutting this one a little shorter. Normally I would be like, hey, let's hang out. But I just want to make sure that I do all my timing with the kids and pickups and all of that stuff so that I can get this down and be able to create a really good schedule and rotation with the baby and the kids and whatever. So I appreciate all of you coming to hang out. Like, oh my gosh, how fun was this? I just would have been like, I expected like 2. So this is like overwhelming. I love you guys so much. I thank you guys for being patient with me. I'm learning how to do all this stuff. Like I said, usually Eric takes care of all that stuff. So I'm learning. I will make sure next Friday that the mic situation is figured out. Yeah, you'll be able to hear me better, and it'll be good. Grace, you can either come back next Friday or just email me. I have all of the links in the description. You can go to our group, our Facebook page, email us, whatever is comfortable with you, and I can chat with you. Absolutely. There may be people in here that aren't as comfortable to put their questions out on here, and I'm totally down with that. That is totally fine. So yeah, you can private message me and we can chat and all that. So just hit me up on all the socials and I will make sure that we get back to you. So, all right, guys. Well, I am going to head out, and it was so much fun. And thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for all the donations. You guys are super, super sweet. You do not have to do that. So I appreciate it so, so much. And I will see you guys next time. Oh wait, do I have to come up with my own like outro since I see you next time? That's like Eric and my thing together. So I'm gonna have to come up with something. I'm gonna have to come up with like a new, like my own thing. So I'll have to think of that. It's a work in progress. But thanks guys for hanging out. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. And if you have questions that are more pressing